What's up guys, it's your boy Gigi Boy here, and today I'm going to be explaining on why the burst rifle is the best assault rifle in Fortnite. Now the burst rifle is often overlooked on by players. Some argue that it is a good assault rifle, while some argue that it is really not, but it is at the moment the best. Now starting off with its first advantage over the other assault rifles is that it has a really good long range capacity, especially if equipped with the thermal scope or the hollow scope, hollow 13 scope, of which that's really helpful in terms of shooting long range. And also, number 2, it has less recoil than the Striker AR, and it is often a more stable weapon. Now here I'm equipping it because really there's no necessary need to shoot and beam people with it from afar, of which you can see me still deciding on whether or not to pick the Striker AR or to pick the burst rifle AR, of which I didn't end up going with the Striker, but simply for the purpose of killing this player. But you often see that the burst rifle is really good for medium to long ranges. Let me say that medium to long ranges, it is really good, and it's often overlooked on by players in the Fortnite community. Now moving on to the cons. The first con is that it's really peaky. Now what I mean by this is that even though you put on an attachment, it will not feel as if you have that attachment on. For example, a stable attachment, a stability attachment, like the foregrip. See, as demonstrated here, I just shot someone from long range right now, and also as see, it's really good for beaming people at such far ranges, and also in the sky, because we all know jetpacks are like mosquitoes. They are really irritating at the moment, but then it's also good for beaming people out of the sky with a jetpack. Now also my duo here, he has it equipped along with a Striker rifle, although I'm not sure if he demonstrated using the Striker rifle here. But as demonstrated here, it's not really a good weapon for box fights, so I asked my teammate to please come help me here, of which he then did come help me. But as seen here, I'm about to finish off this person right now, of which then it is also quite astounding at how good this weapon is. Now, the second con is that it's really not good for box fights, as I demonstrate here for you guys, is that number 1, it is not a fast shooting weapon, which is exactly not what you want in a box fight. But as seen here, I'm fighting in the storm as well, of which I then have to resort to only using my shotgun, and then I die. Moving on which weapons can accompany it to maximize the best loadout. Number 1, it is micro SMGs, either a micro SMG or the cover fire SMG. Both of those weapons are quite good. However, I recommend the micro SMGs purely because of their fast fire rate. Now here, the second weapon I would choose to accompany the burst rifle is surprisingly a sovereign shotgun. Now, why am I choosing a sovereign shotgun, even though I'm using a gatekeeper in this video right here, this clip? Number 1 is because this obviously it's a better rarity. As seen here, sovereign shotgun is actually quite good, even though it is not good at short ranges. Now moving on to heals. First heal I suggest is minis. Of course, you can never go wrong with minis. Minis are one of the best items to ever grasp the game, or even the world of gaming, because number 1, they are economical. You can carry lots of them, and you can share them with your teammate, and you'll still have some left over. And number 2, they provide it provides a short time to take in some shield, compared to a big pot with ticks, which takes 5 seconds. Popping minis only takes around 3 seconds to do so, of which it is quite fast. And then moving on, a med kit. Now, a med kit or chart splash is to be exact, but the reason why I'm choosing a med kit is because a med kit is reliable. It gives you health quicker now, depending on how much health you have, of course, and it's far better than bandages, of which bandages we all know nobody likes to use them that much. Now, moving on to what attachments you should use for each weapon. So for the sovereign shotgun, I recommend using it with no scope, because scopes obviously just hinder you, unless if you find it with scope. But if you go to a vault, then I recommend removing the scope, because in reality shotguns with scopes are not really that good. And I also recommend using with a speed grip to climb back the weapon faster. Also a fast mag, of course, because it's the new magazine you can customize too. And also burst rifle, I recommend a drum mag and foregrip, or I don't know what the grip is called, but the long vertical one. I'm pretty sure you guys know it. And I actually recommend a muzzle too, because a muzzle, it dampens the audio for a considerable amount. And also using a thermoscope. Now hear me out on the thermoscope. The thermoscope is actually quite good for tagging people long ranges, especially in endgame when it's needed to. And you can switch off the thermoscope. So those are the items. That is why I think the burst rifle is quite good, and that is the loadout I recommend for Fortnite at the moment. Thank you.